Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a no makeup look, but it's going to be with all drugstore products. This tutorial is just kind of for like people that aren't used to wearing a lot of makeup, or they're not allowed to wear makeup, or even if you want to wear this to school you can. Like, you can choose if you want to wear foundation or not, or things like that, but I kind of went for a more natural look than what I would usually do. So please check the description box and probably have like included stuff on there. All the products will be down below and the price beside them. One of the products I did cheat on, which was a MAC paint pot for the eyeshadow. There is a drugstore alternative for it, which is the Maybelline tattoo eyeshadow tattoos. They've brought out like mattes, things like that. Just check them out. This is not sponsored, by the way. If it was sponsored I would not be using the MAC one. But check them out. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below on what you thought. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you next week. Bye! Okay, so please ignore how I look right now. My skin is really bad at this point, like right now. And my hair is a mess because I just washed it and then I couldn't be bothered drying it, so I just threw it up. But yeah, as I said, my skin's a mess, so I decided that I wanted to do a video like it was like a no makeup look, but it was like all drugstore products. So here, so I'm going to start off with brows, and I've got like an exact like dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, which is the Freedom Professional London eyebrow pomade. And this just basically looks the same as the Anastasia one, and it's just in caramel brown, which is lighter than what I would usually go for, but as it's like a no makeup look, I kind of wanted it to be like the same colour as my like brows, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to be doing what I usually do, like carving them out and things. I'm just going to try and fill them in. So I'm just going to take an angled brush like this, as I usually do, and this is the Zoeva wing liner. And I know it looks a bit harsh now, but I will, you know, like blend it all out. Does that make sense? I'm gonna take a spoolie and just kind of blend this out, just so it's more natural and not as harsh, and kind of blend away the lines. Obviously it is gonna look like makeup when you've got it on, but just like as natural as possible. See that it is more filled in, but you can fill it in however you want, like less product or more if you want. It's up to you. Most people say that they, even if they don't wear makeup, they still fill in their eyebrows, but it just depends, kind of like if you're used to filling in your eyebrows really dramatic and everything, so you can just do what you want. This is just kind of like a guideline to follow. The main thing is, if you want natural brows, do not like fill them in a lot at the front. Just kind of get like excess product and like kind of brush the brush as if it's like hair, make a hair like effect. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the same and brush that out a bit. I'm going to then take the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, which is again from the drugstore. It's only like £4 maybe. Yeah, and it's like one of the best concealers I have. And I'm just going to carve them out. You can do this if you want. I always do this, but if you don't want to, then you don't have to. I'm going to be using the Nivea Post Shave Balm, which is, as I said, the best primer I've tried. If you've been watching me for a while, you know, like, well, if you've watched like my recent few videos, then you know like that I always use this. So if you don't want like your makeup to be coming off, then this is like a good thing. I'm going to be doing quite a dewy look because I quite like dewy makeup, and also that's kind of more natural. Like if you're like completely matte, then it's going to be like okay. But okay, so I'm going to be using this Number 7 Skin Illuminator, which Number 7 is more pricier in the like drugstore kind of shops, if you know what I mean. So but there is other like cheaper brands in the drugstore that would do like a illuminating skin illuminator. So if you can just look around and try find the one you like. I'm just going to put this on my cheeks, my nose. You can put this all over your face, but I'm just going to choose not to today. Just because obviously you don't want to be like too glowy, and you can kind of see, see if you have like really comfortable with your skin, you can leave it at that and just move on to your eyes. But as I said, my skin is quite bad now, but you can also just, if you have dark circles, I have dark circles, you can use the Freedom Pro Conceal and Correct palette, which this is again like £5 and it's kind of similar to the MAC one. So basically the kind of pinkier tones is meant to take away like darkness under your eye. I think that's what, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to use this to take away darkness under my eye. And as I said, you can leave it at that if you want and just like set it and things like that, but I'm going to put like a yellow concealer and put that over like my red kind of spots and things. And I have a lot of redness on my cheeks, but I'm just going to leave that as I'm going to be using foundation. But if you have not using foundation, you can just conceal that. Okay, so moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation with this Real Techniques Expert face brush. This brush is quite good because you can use it for anything. You can use it for foundation, powder, blush if you want, bronzer, whatever. This foundation is a liquid foundation and it's got SPF 18 in it. It's really dewy and it's like medium coverage. As you can see, it doesn't add that much coverage, but it will like cover my like redness and things. This just like adds a little bit of coverage, covers the redness, and it doesn't really cover spots or things, like not really good, but it does take away redness and things, so it does look really natural. This might not be natural to you, but it is natural to me because I do wear quite more high coverage and things foundation. So yeah, as I said, it is really dewy, so it kind of looks more natural, but I'm going to set it with Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Powder. This is just going to keep it on all day, so I definitely recommend this. See, this is kind of like a dupe for the Laura Mercier powder. Those powders seem to like make everything better, like better than like pressed powders, and it'll last, keep your makeup on all day. I'm then going to go on to concealer. I'm going to use again the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. Just kinda, I'm not going to like highlight or that with it, I'm just going to, for extra coverage, I'm going to put it on my nose because I have a spot there that kind of needs covering a bit more. So yeah, you can put it wherever you want. I just usually put it there, and I usually put it on my head, my forehead, but I'm just going to leave it. And then I'm going to take some more powder and set that so it doesn't crease. You can use the expert face brush or whatever brush you want, but I'm just going to use the face shape brush by Zoeva. Which will just set that and keep it all day and also help it from creasing. So you could leave it at this and not wear any eye makeup, but just to look a wee bit more alive, I'm gonna like bronze up and things. Well, not completely bronze up, but I'm gonna use the Bahama Mama bronzer. This is really dear for a drugstore product. This is like £15, but it is a really good bronzer. But there is obviously cheaper alternatives in the drugstore that you can get. But yeah, just look around. But I'm just gonna kind of contour it a wee bit. I'm gonna blend it out a bit, like really much, a lot, because obviously it's meant to look natural. You can just kind of bronze up, just kind of look a bit more alive. And then I'm just gonna take away my double chin. And if you want, this is optional, you can contour your nose, but I'm not going to do it a lot. But yeah, it kind of is really natural, that bronzer. Then for blush, I'm going to use the Frat Boy blush by The Balm, which is also like £15. But as I don't really have, like, I don't really buy blushes, so I've only got this one, and this is you can get this from Superdrug, The Balm. So yeah, highlight is optional. Obviously you will tell that it's highlight, so you can leave it if you want, but I'm going to put it on just to show you. I have two, but I'm going to go with the Freedom Pro Highlight, which has got goldenly undertones. Wow, girl. And the Mary Luminizer one is again by The Balm, so it is dearer, so I'm just going to leave that out. But that's more like a kind of just... This is Mary Luminizer and this is Freedom one. This fan brush, if you don't have a fan brush, then you can just use another brush. But I'm just going to kind of make this a bit natural. I'm not going to put too much on. You can obviously decide how much you want on. And I'm going to blow off excess because I don't want to put too much on. I'm just going to put it on like my temple. Is this what a temple is? I don't know, I think I might have just did that completely wrong. But you know where I'm putting it. Just put it on like the top of your cheek and on this bit. And also you can put it on your nose if you want. And Cupid's bow. So then I'm going to go on to eye makeup. So I'm going to take the MAC Paint Pot in Bare Stud. You can get the Queen tattoos, eyeshadow tattoos, things that they've brought out like matte versions and things, so definitely go check out them. This is like £15 for one of these, so it is really dear. But as I said, you can get alternatives from the drugstore, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to use this and pretend it is Maybelline one. And this is just a champagne kind of colour, so it is really natural. So, and obviously because it's a no makeup look, I'm just going to keep it to as that for the eyes because I don't want it. You can add more to it, but this is what I'm just going to do because, as I've said a million times, it is just a no makeup look, and I don't want people to be like, oh, this clearly isn't a no makeup look when you've got a full face on. I'm going to use, well, this is Drugstore, but it's really pricey I think. This is a What's Your Type by The Balm. This only adds a week length, it doesn't really add volume, so I guess it's quite good for no makeup looks. So yeah. There's loads of product on the brush, so I'm just going to keep taking this off. This is really good for just adding length rather than volume. It just separates the lashes a bit. So it just adds length, and obviously you can see that you're wearing mascara, but it depends kind of like what your eyelashes, like natural eyelashes are like. For lips, you can use Vaseline lip balm, but I'm gonna like actually put a colour on just so you can see what it actually looks like. I'm gonna be using the Bourjois Rose Edition in Velvet Heidi. I'm so sorry about my dog. This is in Don't Pink of It, so you can, as I said, you can wear Vaseline if you want, but I'm gonna go with actual colour because it'd be a bit boring for you if I just go, oh, Vaseline. This is kind of like a nudie pinky colour. If you're going to do a no makeup look, I suggest you do, like, you can't go like red obviously, so either pink or a nude colour. I'm just going to put a wee bit on just so it looks as natural as possible. Basically this is what the makeup look looks like. It is quite natural, but it depends what your natural is, because obviously I'm used to wearing like quite a lot, like eyeshadow, bronzer, full on like highlight and things, so it depends kind of what you're used to. But this is what I came up with for this no makeup look. Hopefully you try out some of the products, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you're allowed to wear makeup at school or whatever. Just tell me anything. I'll reply to you, and we can chat if you want. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next week. Bye.